What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Listen, man, make sure you guys uh subscribe to Mr. OBF, the new channel. People go to Mr. OBF channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button. Make sure you guys share the new videos I got up. I apologize for the last video. I like that mic, but I may have to go back to my old one. We'll see. But anyway, welcome to OBF the family channel, big people. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and if you can, people try to donate to the channel. Go to the Cash App, go to OBF the Real, and donate to the channel. Anything that you could donate to the channel, we highly appreciate. Let's get it in, people, real quick, because I forgot to put this up in the title. I want to try to do like maybe an hour and a half show, because I got a lot of content that I need to get out. I forgot to put this title up there. The Jamie Foxx shit, he tweeted to Stephen A. Smith about how he be fucking with only seemed like he go hard on the black athletes. And Stephen A. Smith replied, I meant to put this up there first. Let's jump straight up into it. Stephen A. Smith gives his comments. You know, this dude be buck dancing, and he be trying to act like he about our people, and we all know better. Okay, so let's get it in.
Stance on Simmons got an emotional response from your friend Jamie Foxx, who posted a now deleted video saying that it's completely unfair. Ben Simmons has a family. This man has people that love him, and this man just plays basketball. But to be dragged through the mud like that, this is unfair. And why is it, Stephen A., you only go at basketball players? You are completely mute when it comes to the Tom Brady's and the Aaron Rodgers of the world. You get where I'm going. Stop it, bro. It's out of bounds. Stephen A.
Yeah.
The floor is yours,
Now,
sir.
what he's saying, a little all over the place, but let's back up a little bit. Let me say this about Stephen A. Smith. When Aaron Rodgers lied about being vaccinated and shit like that, lied to the NFL, nothing happened to this dude. Okay? You should still be dragging the shit out of Aaron Rodgers, Stephen A. Smith, even next year when it comes up. I didn't see a lot of content of Stephen A. Smith saying things about Aaron Rodgers like you cost your team the playoffs or whatever. Like he went hard. It's not like they didn't make the playoffs this year. They just got swept. Aaron Rodgers didn't make it far in the playoffs either. Okay? But I didn't see Stephen A. Smith burning a hole and just flaming Aaron Rodgers the way he did. Okay? And mind you, Kyrie has the same as many championships as Aaron Rodgers have. Okay? Let's just be honest about that. Okay, so don't give me that shit. Aaron Rodgers is a champion. So is Kyrie Irving. Okay? Now, do I highly disagree with Kyrie and the stance that he took? Yes. As far as the getting the COVID-19 shot, yes. But that's his prerogative. That's what he choose to do. Stand on his own morals, stand on his own shit. That's him. Respect him. Salute to him. Now, did he kind of cost the Brooklyn Nets the playoffs? No. They still made the playoffs. They got swept because of Kevin Durant, not Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving played pretty well in that first series. So for Stephen A. Smith to jump right back on it, because he was riding Kyrie for at least down there 2 years. Okay? You tried to blame Kyrie for them getting swept in the playoffs. Bullshit. Ben Simmons, we don't know what his mental is. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know what this brother's mental is or whatever. But all I know, he didn't play. If he would have played, maybe things would have been a little different. Maybe not. We don't know. Because he didn't play none of this season. Okay? So Stephen A. Smith, he goes with, listen, my thing is not because he goes at these athletes like that. Is the tone of his shit. It seemed like when it's a black player, he go hard. But he gonna explain to you why he kind of semi go hard at black players or black people. Because Stephen A. Smith, let me just explain something to you, brother. You don't represent all the black people. Not with the buck dancing and the shucking and jiving you do for your massa. And you want to, let's just get into it. I need y'all to hear this bullshit.
Sir.
You know something? First of all, I'm going to have fun with this segment because Jamie Foxx is a friend. Mm-hmm. He's somebody that I have profound respect and admiration for. I think he's maybe the greatest talent in the history of Hollywood when you consider his versatility and his range. He and I speak quite often about sports, and I don't quote him. And I wouldn't be talking about him now if he didn't give me permission to do so. So I want everybody to know he and I were on the phone last night because he called me to talk to me about what he said and stuff like that. So we spoke. That's my brother. I love him dearly and the whole bit. But damn it, just like I tell Jamie Foxx on the phone, he's wrong. Or I tell him to his face that he's wrong. I'm going to tell him on national television, he's wrong. That's just the way it goes. I mean, that's what we do. And I would caution everybody to understand Jamie Foxx has no credibility when it comes to sports. You do know why, right?
I know, he's a Cowboys
Because he's a Cowboys fan. He has no credibility. I just want everybody to know that when it comes to
First of all, he joking, but at the same time, that's the bullshit. Jamie Foxx is a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. Okay, whatever. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have credibility in sports. I know Stephen A. Smith is joking, but I don't take with Stephen A. Smith, with shit that comes out of his mouth, I don't take it as a joke. Because I don't like the dude. And so, if he's playing or not, I really don't give a fuck. I take everything he says personally and seriously. Because he's a buck dancer. But, let's get back into it.
Come to sports, the fact that Jamie Foxx is a Cowboy fan, all Cowboy fans, as far as I'm concerned, have no credibility. Zero. Okay, zero. But because he's my boy, and I love him to death, I'm going to address what he had to say. Jamie Foxx knows better. He's just highly protected.
First of all, you was going to address the situation anyway. You were addressing it because you're my boy. If he ain't called you, you still would have addressed it. That's the type of con artist you are. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, Stephen A. Smith. There you go lying and shit. Anyway, let's move on, man.
Protective of the black athlete as he should be, because they deserve our protection, to be quite honest with you, in a lot of situations. That's what this is about. Jamie Foxx knows good and damn well. Ain't got nothing to do with brotherhood to me. I protect brothers all the damn time. Trust you me. It's what I don't say that proves my protection. White folks.
First of all, Stephen A. Smith, you do a lot of putting out false information about individuals too, about black athletes. So stop sitting here pretending, what I don't say. Nigga, it seems like you tell every goddamn thing. So that's what this is. You tell every goddamn thing. And you talking about, what I don't say. Listen, man, I'm just telling these athletes, I don't know why y'all talk to Stephen A. Smith. I don't know why y'all be around this dude telling him any goddamn thing. This dude is full of shit. He's an Asian. Y'all need to stay away from this nigga. This nigga got a potty mouth. All he do is run his goddamn mouth. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit. But anyway, let's move on.
folks that I ain't never criticized Tom Brady. I ain't never criticized Aaron Rodgers. Didn't I just finish talking about Steve Kerr? How about Steve Nash? How about Steve Kerr? I mean, the list goes on.
Listen, nobody's saying that you never criticize white athletes and shit like that. Nobody's saying that. But I need people to highly remember this. And if you didn't, go to YouTube, Google this shit, whatever you need to do. Do you remember when Michael Vick had that incident with the dogs? He rolled Michael Vick like a motherfucker. He rolled that man. He was on that dude. I mean, he crucified Michael Vick. But remember when Michael Vick got out, and got out of jail, got on the team or whatever, and he was the quarterback for the Eagles, and what's his name? Cooper. I forgot his first name, Cooper. He was at a country concert, and he was saying, I will fuck every nigger up in here and all that other shit, all how he was doing, on some racist shit. Stephen A. Smith damn near gave that racist a motherfucking pass. Skip Bayless was more harsher on, a white guy was more harsher to this white guy than Stephen A. Smith was. So Stephen A. Smith, please don't try to see me, people like me, you can't play those type of fucking stupid word games and games with me. Okay? Dude, when it comes to black athletes, you ridicule them if they do anything wrong. You ridicule the shit out of them. You get personal. But when them white athletes lie, deceive, beat people, and all types of shit, I don't see the animation. You see how he's doing with Jamie Foxx? And Jamie Foxx, my brother. But when you talk about these white folks, you are very, very, very calm and deliver the message, and your tone is a little different, nigga. So don't sit here and act like we don't know that you ridicule the black athlete, get over animated and personal. But when it comes to these white athletes, you watch your tone, nigga. But when it comes to your own people, you don't watch your motherfucking tone. So don't play these dumbass stupid games with us, bro.
The list goes on and on and on. When Tim Tebow was complete 46% of his passes, he works at this network. I ain't going about him. Countless white athletes that I call out when necessary. Here's the problem where it gets a bit serious, and this is not about Jamie. Jamie and I just disagree with this point. That's my brother. But it's a big issue that I think needs to be addressed. Because this problem exists within the black community. So I can't talk about, all I'm talking about is black athletes. First of all, that's false. Secondly, I'm only supposed to be complimentary. I'm calling out a Kyrie.
No. Time out. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody has said that. See, he's taking shit the way he want to take it because he want to play victim. Listen to me, Stephen A. Smith, your buck dancing bonanza. Listen to me. We're talking about how harsh you are to black athletes compared to white athletes. The tone is different, nigga. Nobody said that you got to sit back and give black people passes. First of all, nigga, you black, I ain't giving your buck dancing bonanza ass a motherfucking pass for being a sellout. So nobody's saying that. Of course we up for criticism, but it's a way we do. Listen, if you're going to be very, very harsh in your tone when it comes to black issues and black people, black athletes, entertainers, whatever it may be, you better keep the same motherfucking energy and the tone that you keep with them white folks. That's our issue, nigga, and you know what we're talking about. You trying to play this stupid ass role. Yo, goofy bastard.
And Ben Simmons because of their impact and effect on the black athlete. When you go to the collective bargaining table and they use them as an example.
First of all, time out. Well, that's a white supremacist systemic thing. Big Ro. And just because Ben Simmons, one black person, or Kyrie that you have a problem with, doesn't mean that all has a whole effect on all black people. Nigga, if that's the case, Stephen A. Smith, you do too. And I don't see you changing none of what you do and how you conduct yourself on that motherfucking show. Or how you talk down to black people and kiss white people ass. I say it all the time. Motherfuckers like Stephen A. Smith do not represent the black community. This nigga got this old trope shit going on. Oh, because one black person do something, or one athlete, or whatever it is, black athlete do something. Oh, that's a thing on the black community. You're looking at it from a white people point of view, not from black people. Nigga, I gives less fuck about what one black person does. Yes, it's disrespectful. We handle that as a family. But, nigga, he doesn't... When Will Smith did what he did, people kept trying to say, oh, no, it looked bad for the black community. No, it don't. That's Will Smith. This nigga is an elite black person. Elite person in America, in the world. This nigga don't even... What black community hood Will Smith be in, nigga? Every time we see Will Smith, nigga, he living his best life, nigga. This nigga skydiving, rock climbing, bungee jumping out of planes and shit. This nigga, what he in Egypt or something, or somewhere, Dubai, some motherfucker where he's somewhere. And, you know what I mean? Black people in America, they ain't never been out of the motherfucking country. Man, Will Smith, what he did do not represent all black people. What the fuck are you talking about? There ain't no stain on black people. That's a stain on him and his family. We don't see Will Smith out protesting with Black Lives Matter. We don't see that shit. Fuck he with the people. Every time you see a lot of videos from Will Smith, nigga, he's giving inspirational advice about life. Not about black issues. So he doesn't have that effect in the black community like that. We respect him from afar, nigga. He want out, black people that's doing good, well in life, and, it is what it is. He ain't, This nigga Stephen A. Smith, boy, the mind state of these old ass black dudes, man. These old black people, man, like, yo, come on, man. This shit is old, man. Like your thought process is outdated. God damn, got to do better. You nigga, you got all these shows, they running you ragged over there at ESPN, nigga, with Disney or whatever. And they paying you that bullshit ass money, nigga. Man, Stephen A. Smith should be, the shit that he be doing over there, man, Stephen A. Smith should be at least making about $15, $20 million a year. A year. I guarantee you it's motherfucking execs that make more money than Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith put way more work in. I give him that. That motherfucker be hustling. But he be buck dancing. But I give him his props. He be hustling. Hustling all that shit. And they paying him that bullshit ass money. Stephen A. Smith should be worth like, he should be making 20 to 25 to 30 million dollars a year. That's just real talk. But anyway.
Examples to try to minimize their contribution to players. That's about those players. That's not just about them. That's about the black athlete. If I sit up there and I take a position on Colin Kaepernick because I'm talking about how you didn't necessarily strategize appropriately, I'm saying that I wish you had. I wish that you had embraced the support that everybody threw out there on your behalf when you were being blackballed.
First of all, he did. He just didn't fuck with sellout black people. And there he go again. You always got something bad to say about Colin Kaepernick, bro. Let it go. Let it go. If you, listen, nigga, you keep talking about the past. We here right now. It's almost like you can't let it go because in your eyes he made a mistake because he didn't strategize the way you wanted him to. He didn't take the advice from the people that you wanted him to. Stephen A. Smith, the reason I roast your ass a lot of the times is not because of the simple fact of your strategy of how you so-called think that you're representing the black community. I just feel that every time it's about black people, your animosity, your tone of your voice is very different of how when you talk about them white folks. That's my issue. Make your bag, bro. I'm proud of you. I disagree how you making that bag, but you making that bag. Do you, my brother? But don't sit up in here and play like we're stupid, nigga. Stop talking about Colin Kaepernick if you ain't gonna help. Stop bringing up some shit. Oh, he didn't strategize right. Well, neither did you. Because maybe you could have came at Colin Kaepernick another way, but you chose not to. You goofy bastard. The fuck out of here, nigga. You nigga acting like he Mr. Perfect or something. I can't stand people like that. They don't make no mistakes or they should. Listen, there's plenty of shit I think I should have did differently. But if motherfuckers say they about my people, they say they about me, they would say like, hey, well, you know what, Kenny, you did that wrong, but blah, blah, blah. You had the right intentions. We got you. Not this buck dancer bonanza. He can't let it go. He's still mad because Colin Kaepernick shut his proposal down, even though Colin Kaepernick didn't ask Stephen A. Smith for his help. Just like he told Ray Lewis and all them buck dancers, bonanzas, Jim Brown and all them, I don't need y'all motherfucking help. I ain't kissing nobody ass. And that's what they mad at. That's why this motherfucker is mad. Because Colin Kaepernick didn't kiss no ass. And still to this day, he ain't kissing ass. That's that man's life. He got blackballed, but we ain't see you out there in the forefront. Every time you got a chance, nigga, you got on your platform and went after Colin Kaepernick. Knowing that he was standing for the right thing. It doesn't matter if he went at it wrong. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't killed nobody. He hurt some feelings. Stephen A. Smith, you're a disgrace, bro. You're a disgrace.
And blackballed unfairly by the National Football League, which I've articulated on many, many occasions. But we are talking sports. And your performance on the court or the field of play, that's the void of race. You do what you do. If you don't perform and you don't get it done, you don't get it done.
That is not true. He's a goddamn liar. We done seen bullshit ass quarterbacks get chances, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances. And they was bullshit quarterbacks. Some of the motherfuckers been out 2-3 years, sitting home on the bench. Sitting home on the couch. And they got opportunities over Colin Kaepernick, nigga. You talking about performance. You was a motherfucking liar. You's a motherfucking liar. It's all about on the court and the field. Bullshit. It's supposed to be that, but we all know what happens with black quarterbacks. It's still a stereotype there, and you know that, Stephen A. Smith, you goofy bastard. Listen, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna be very honest about this. I'm just saying. The reason that the white quarterbacks, a lot of them has success, is because there's nothing really athletic about them. Right? It's a mental thing. Right? It's a mind thing. Right? You got to keep your mind sharp. You got to dedicate yourself to the position. When we see a lot of the black quarterbacks, not all of them, but a lot of them, to me, if you see them fail a lot, it's because they're not dedicated. It ain't because they don't have the IQ. Tom Brady wouldn't have the IQ of football, of being a football quarterback, if he didn't dedicate himself. And it's the same thing with black quarterbacks. They don't that's all you can say a lot of times. They don't dedicate themselves to this shit. They don't sleep, eat, and breathe this shit. That's why a lot of them ain't successful. Okay? It's like that in the NBA. People are not going to put you in the top 5 or the top 10 greatest basketball players ever if you wasn't dedicated. Like, especially when you get to the top 5. It's certain motherfuckers up there in the top 5, you know they was dedicated to the game. The Kobe Bryants, the Michael Jordans, the LeBron James, the Magic Johnsons, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars. Excuse me, the Tim Duncans of the world. They sacrificed. They had to sacrifice and they dedicated themselves. It's different. Motherfuckers, it's a mental thing. It's more of a dedication thing. You have to dedicate yourself. You got to say, I want to be great. Not just to make money, not just to be like this famous superstar. You're going to get the fame regardless if you play good. Right? So you ain't got to worry about that. If you playing good, you ain't got to worry about the fame. The money will come too if you great. It's the dedication. Fucking Kobe Bryant slept, eat it, breathe basketball. Michael Jordan, the same way. They had their little fun here and there, but they was dedicated. So Stephen A. Smith trying to sit out here and act like, oh, all the black nigga, it's a whole bunch of bad white players. Why you think that it ain't a lot of superstar white athletes? Because they might have the mental aspect of it, right? But a lot of white athletes ain't athletic. Football, basketball, it doesn't matter. They're not that athletic. And so, especially in basketball, you gotta be athletic. And if you're not, you better dedicate yourself to being the shooter that you're supposed to be. Whatever you good at. But you better be dedicated to it. A lot of times these white players in the NBA are not that dedicated. And vice versa for the black athlete of like quarterbacks and shit. They're not dedicated. And that's why you don't see a lot of successful black quarterbacks. These motherfuckers get, they got to understand it's about dedication. It's not always about your athleticism. It's about dedication. I mean, dedicating yourself to the game.
If you shoot 2 for 20 and you look like straight garbage, I'm supposed to look at your ethnicity and say, well, I'm not going to say anything? No. You're supposed to call it. When you ain't getting the job done, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, when it comes to the personal, that's different. Because there's a lot of things that go on in our lives on a personal level, in our lives from a community perspective, that ain't for public consumption. That's different.
Well, Stephen A. Smith. Some athletes have personal issues that affects their game. And this is when it comes to being dedicated. So you've got to understand that. The one thing I love about LeBron James, he has a lot of shit going on outside of basketball. But I would never, ever, and I don't like LeBron as a player, but I would never, ever say that he wasn't dedicated to the game of basketball. I would never say that. I didn't see Stephen A. Smith roast the shit out of LeBron James like that. That's why, listen, and the reason he didn't do that is because everybody kisses LeBron James' ass. We all get that, but what I'm saying is, it's just about dedication. Ben Simmons is not dedicated. Kyrie is not dedicated to the game of basketball. When the motherfucker tell you, like, hey, man, I got 1 foot in the game and 1 foot out the game, I'm willing to retire because of my personal beliefs. Okay. Well, nigga, don't act like we gonna consider you one of the greats. We're not gonna give you all this respect. We're gonna treat you just like you a below average player. Listen, Kyrie is not a top 10 player because he's not dedicated to the game. And I mean this shit. You want to take personal issues to stop you from being dedicated to the game, then okay. And that goes with Ben Simmons. You're not dedicated to the game, bro. So you deserve all the criticism that we do give you, bro. But don't sit here, but I'm not going to sit here and continue to roast these dudes because of their personal beliefs they took over the game of basketball. But Stephen A. Smith, every chance he gets personal. He goes way too far. I ain't even gonna say personal, but he takes this shit way too far. It's like it almost to the point like he's taking it personal. But he's gonna explain to you why.
Different. But what you do on the court, or what you do directly to impact the play on the court matters. Kyrie Irving chose to take his individual position, and it cost the Nets this season. They are home right now. It ain't even May.
No, it didn't. No, it did not. Because without Kyrie, they was going to make the playoffs. They could have won the first round. You keep trying to blame Kyrie Irving. It was Kevin Durant that played like shit. That whole he didn't look like a superstar. He ain't look like a great that series with Boston. Why you keep trying to blame Kyrie? The fuck out of here. They was going to make the playoffs regardless without Kyrie. What are you talking about, bro? Anyway.
I'm going to point that out. Ben Simmons, you quit on LSU. Because
Kenny, the food is outside.
Give me a second, people.
Hey guys, it's Shay, member of OBF The Squad. I've been kicking it out here for over 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm straight up true to it. I believe in the intent. the mission of this channel, which is to uplift, to inspire, and to educate. Here at OBF, we talk about everything. We cover the latest and greatest. You're going to get our opinions. We definitely cover the facts. You're going to get it 100% raw, uncut, and straight up real. So come on over to OBF and come kick it with your girl. Holla!
I said, hey, yo, it's your boy Weezy, straight out there, L. Opinion but facts. Hottest show on the internet. We talk about everything from religion, politics, race. It doesn't matter. We're not running for any topic. So if you want to be in the building, come and join the discussion. Shout out to my boy Kenny from starting this platform. And I'm thankful just to be a part of it. So when you come in the building, keep it funky like gym shoes. So we keeps it popping like Orville Redenbach. How about that? And those are the facts. One time.
This your man LT, member of OBF The Real. Subscribe to the channel where we talk about sports, politics, issues, race, whatever you like positive. Subscribe to my brother Kenny channel, Opinion But Facts, where we keep it real. OBF for life.
Damn dog tripping. Damn dog tripping. I'm back, people. Anyway, let's get into this next story. That was over with Stephen A. Smith, but Stephen A. Smith needs to stop lying and shit, man. But anyway, let's get into this Terry Crews thing. Terry Crews wanted to talk about. He wanted to give a so-called of apology back almost. It's been almost 2 years ago. I think. Shit that he said on Twitter about black people. You know. Anyway, people. I don't understand these hypocrites. But anyway, let's get into it.
I'm John Appa. For Comedy Hype News, I'm John Appa. On Wednesday, Terry Crews stopped by The Daily Show with Trevor Noah to promote his latest book, Tough, My Journey to True Power. While on the show, Crews took time to apologize for several tweets that many considered controversial and offensive during the summer of 2020, as the country was still healing from the unjust murders of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. The tweets included, defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we are all in this together. Any black person who calls me a coon or an Uncle Tom for promoting equality is a black supremacist, because they have determined who's black and who's not. Please know that everything...
And first of all, that's not true. That's not true. I just wanted to say that about Terry Crews, that dumbass tweet he put out. Listen, man, this dude is an unstable black person. Listen, nobody... I don't know what he was probably reading on Twitter or whatever. At the time, we didn't need black people to be criticizing black people. Listen, man, we was hurting. We didn't need this from Terry Crews. That's always been my issue with these dudes. They come out and they say shit that they don't need to say. Nobody said that we didn't need black people help. Listen, but white people help. Listen, my thing is this. Just like white people act like they can just live without black people, black people can't live without white people in this country. We already know that. And listen, and like we can't live with other races of people in this country. Listen, it's nothing wrong with black people saying we come first. It's nothing wrong with white people saying, look, I gotta worry about my people first. But at the same time, when you do that, when I say our people come first, I have to make sure we protect each other. My thing is to protect each other. Join together, help each other out when it's needed. Fight against the injustice. I'm not going to defend bad behavior. Hell no. But my people come first. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to look out for other races of people. Or I ain't going to ask you for your help. What the fuck is, like, this dude, he was doing too much, man. But anyway, let's move on, man. I'm about, if you call me a Uncle Tom or a coon, you're a black white supremacist. What, nigga? What are you talking about? But anyway, let's move on, man. This nigga Terry Crews.
That everything I've said comes from a spirit of love and reconciliation for the black community first, then the world as a whole. In hopes to see a better future for black people. If you are a child of God, you are my brother.
First of all,
sister.
Terry Crews, you said that, and I'm saying that for black people first. You want to put black people first. That's all we was saying. Nobody was discrediting all white people. Listen, if you probably had some black people like that, but that didn't speak for everybody. And you made this shit about the black community. When we ain't even thinking like that. You was. Anyway, let's move on.
Sister, have family of every race, creed, and ideology. We must ensure Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. As a guest on Trevor Noah's show, Crews expressed...
How the fuck... First of all, we don't even got that power. Right? But listen, think about this as well, my people. Y'all seen what happened in them protesters with George Floyd in 2020 in the summer. Man, the police beat the fuck out of us. They violated us, all types of shit. They was doing all types of shit. The black, whoever was with the white people that was with the black people, they was violating them too. What the fuck are you talking about, Negro? See, my problem is, he's like, when you hear shit like that, of like, oh, don't let Black Lives Matter turn into Black Lives is Better. Nobody said that. See, he sounds like a fucking black white supremacist. Listen, anytime black people, like, it's this thing, I don't know if it's just like this slave mentality, you know, that we had is like a generational thing. I don't know what that shit is. But anytime black people feel proud to be black and fighting for black shit and feeling good about having confidence about ourselves, it always take these Negroes that come out and say, well, don't turn this into we Black Lives Better. Nobody said that. Only person said that was you. And listen, let me just explain something to the Terry Crewsers or any white supremacists. We're better than you. We better than racists. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I didn't say we was better than all white people or any other race, but we're better than racists. And I don't give a fuck what color skin you are. We better than you. I'm better than you. This dude is ridiculous. Oh, buck dance, but and I told you it hurts a little bit more for me, personally. And it could be my pet peeve about shit. It hurts more when it comes from a dark-skinned black person. When they be out here cooning and buck dancing and saying all this goofy shit that they be saying. It hurts a little bit more. I don't know why, but it hurts a little bit more.
Cruz expressed regret to those he hurt with his comments on social media. He would go on to say, I'm going to let you know, I really do want to apologize to anybody who was offended by these tweets and was hurt deeply because, as an example, as an African-American man, a black man here in this country, I did not want to give the perception that we were supposed to gloss this over and forget the death of George Floyd. And I want to apologize to everyone right now who was ever offended because it hurt. Despite apologizing for the damaging tweets...
First of all, you should be... See, this is another thing I don't like about people apology. Apologize to the black people that you know you was talking to that you was trying to insult. You wasn't insulting white people. You probably did insult a couple of white people and a couple of different races of people, but you took your aim at black folks. Apologize to your people first, bitch. So your apology is not accepted, bitch. Not from me. Fuck you, Terry Crews. It's not accepted. I hate these bullshit as apologies. Apologize to us first. You insulted us. You took your anger, your hate shit, your bullshit, whatever you was trying to accomplish, whatever. You direct that shit straight to the black people, the black community, you pussy ass nigga. Stop playing these dumbass games. I can't stand these niggas with that. Your apology is unacceptable. It's not accepted. I don't accept your apology, Terry Crews. You're still a sellout. You're still a buck dancing bonanza. You still a house nigga to me. You clown. You fucking clown. You goofy ass nigga. Who I offended? No, bitch, you offended black people. You took that shit out on black people. Apologize to us first, bitch, before you start apologizing to and to any and everybody else that I heard. I apologize, but at first I have to apologize to my people. That's how you supposed to do it. Apologize to the motherfuckers that you intended to hurt. Or if you maybe didn't try to intend to hurt, but you did and you hurt or insulted. You goofy bastard. Your apology is not accepted, bitch. It's declined. I decline your apology. Goofy bastard.
According to Yahoo, the tweets have still not been taken down on Cruz's Twitter account. Cruz went on to further explain, I just wanted peace, and I guess it goes back to my approval. It goes back to my need of approval. It went back to that. And again, it was a mistake. It was a mistake to tweet that out at the time.
you wanted approval from white people. Because that's all you're doing, you goofy ass. See, these niggas don't even understand how damaged they are. Mentally. He's admitting that he's damaged, but somehow you blame it on us. You take your anger out on black people. When the motherfuckers that be mistreating you in the way you feel insecure about yourself, mainly, is because of some of these white folks. But you don't take your anger out on them because you know better, because they paying your motherfucking, they giving you money to pay your bills, you pussy bitch. It's easy to talk down. It's easy to do that. But to talk, get at the higher powers, you bitches get scared. You bitch, you got scared. You was scared. You ain't want to ride with your people because you was scared of them white folks. You hear what them white folks was talking about, these niggas out there. He probably heard them execs and all them motherfucking white boys, his white friends and shit. That probably a bunch of racists telling him, hey, man, I don't know why these black people out here doing this Black Lives Matter bullshit. Man, this was the time for black people to be like, man, we riding with our people. I don't give a fuck. I told y'all, listen, I ain't give a fuck if they burn shit down, riot, whatever. Didn't matter to me. Protest peacefully, it didn't matter to me. This is about standing with our people, regardless right or wrong. I didn't condone the shit that they burnt and rioted and shit, but I ain't mad. And these motherfuckers in the community talking about, you can't burn our shit down. Don't burn our shit down. Half of these motherfuckers ain't own none of that shit. How you gonna burn down your own shit in your own community and you don't own nothing of it? Anyway.
The need is for us as a people to actually come together and really, really be what we need to be to this country. Because it's our country. This is our country. We died and fought, and I'm not giving it away. This is our inheritance.
First of all, love and shout outs to our ancestors that fought for our rights. People, I don't feel American, nigga. I just feel like I'm just renting here. I was born here, but I don't feel welcome. I don't feel American. I don't feel welcome in America. As a black person in this country, I don't. I look at what I do is to survive in a racist ass country. And I don't give a fuck how many white people get upset about what I just said. I don't give a fuck. That's my feelings. That's how I feel as a black person. You can't understand why I feel the way I feel. I can explain it to you, but you still won't understand because most likely a lot of you are a bunch of fucking racists. This ain't our country, people. White people, some of these white folks show you every day that this country is not ours. They tell you they're forefathers. They ain't our forefathers. Our ancestors were slaves, nigga. We had no say with the Constitution and none of that goofy shit. We fought to put amendments in there. Other than that, nigga, I can't tell other people how they feel about America. But I tell you one goddamn thing, this ain't my country. I just was born in this bitch. I had no choice but to be born here. This ain't my motherfucking country. I just live here and rent, nigga. It's like I rent a house or something. I rent here. Sorry. I don't feel welcome. I don't feel loved. I don't feel like this is my country. Every chance that I turn around, white supremacists is running them up. And there's no justice happening. Motherfuckers getting slaps on the wrist. They fucking with black people. They fucking with our children. They disrespecting us. Man, fuck that shit, man. This ain't our country. This ain't our motherfucking country, people. And just like it ain't our country and it ain't their country either because they don't belong to them. They stole it. Ain't like they bought it or bargained for a piece of the land or, you know what I mean, and they bought land. No, nigga, they stole this land. They murdered, raped, and executed the people that actually own the country. So, you know, I'm not playing this stupid ass, goofy ass game with these motherfuckers. And Terry Crews, you're a sellout. Because if you can't recognize that, something wrong with you, brother.
Now, the tweets from 2020 would also come shortly after Cruz received backlash for undermining Gabrielle Union's comments after she said she had experienced a toxic work environment during her time on America's Got Talent. In response to the Union's statement, Cruz said he personally had never experienced racism or a toxic environment during his time on the show.
Right.
In summer 2020,
and then and listen, mind you, it's nothing wrong with what he said, but you put a little emphasis on that. Listen, but I will never ever discourage of what my sister was going through. Because it's a very big possibility that racism was actually happening. And I was unaware of it. See, that's how you do that. You don't discredit your brother or your sister when they tell you some racist shit is happening. Because you're not always around, or motherfuckers probably know better not to do certain shit to you. Maybe they was openly being racist to her because she was a black woman instead of your black man. That happens too, you ignorant bitch. Well, not my experience. I did okay, not your experience, but don't try to taint what her experience was. That's why people had a problem with this goofy ass nigga. But I told y'all. This is what happens when you are a sellout and you ain't really about your people. And when you don't be aware of shit. Like everybody like I tell people this all the time. I don't give a fuck what color skin you are. Listen, I'm always skeptical about anybody I meet. If so I get to start working with you or being around you, I'm automatically gonna be skeptical about you. I'm watching you. My eye is on you. I'm watching everything that you do. Sometimes it may not even seem I'm paying attention, but I am. I don't have to talk to you. I can see how you interact with other people. And that'll let me know that I can't fuck with you. And even though you may not treat me like you might treat that other person, but it's gonna be a time that you will come to start treating me that type of way. I'm just saying.
Summer 2020, Ewing herself appeared on Jamel Hill's podcast, Unbothered, where she addressed Crews. I think Terry Crews is showing us who he is and what he does during times of adversity, and it's not solidarity. In response to the backlash he received regarding Ewing, Crews was
Because
going to
I
apologize.
want to explain something to everybody too. It's almost like that Steve Harvey effect. These niggas cut a rug and start buck dancing when they get this opportunity, and they're listening to those white folks telling them, "This is how you act. Keep your head down. Keep moving. Stay out of the way." But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to speak up. Sometimes you have to side with your people than just to get along, or just to be like, you know what, I ain't gonna fuck my shit up. But that's but like I said, everybody don't have that in them. That ain't their character. But at the same time, even if that's not you, you don't shit on the person that has that in them. The person that is willing to stand up and willing to fight and willing to speak on some things that you're not capable of doing because you're most likely afraid. You don't want to fuck your bag up. But that's fine. Don't talk down on the next person that's trying to fight. Because they're fighting for their livelihood too. That's the problem with some of our black folks. They don't understand that. And that's why motherfuckers like Terry Crews get caught up in these situations, because he doesn't understand that. It's almost like motherfuckers say, yo, such is like that, right? I say, especially if it ain't on no racist shit, right? Motherfuckers say, yo, such is this rude, mean, whatever, right? Blah, blah, blah. They say certain things about a motherfucker. Listen, I have to see for myself a lot of the times, right? Because I'm usually a good judge of character of people, right? Motherfucker may come at me and may not be that way with me, right? Because my personality may be different from yours. So the motherfucker may rock with me just because of my personality is different. And I may not see that, right? But I will keep it in the back of my head that this motherfucker is capable of doing what you said they could do. I don't just judge people because somebody else tells me some shit. But I'm not going to deny and downplay what you said would happen or your experience with that person. I never downplay that. All I can say, it wasn't my experience. But, you know, hey, people capable of doing anything. I just haven't seen it. Because like I said, a lot of times, a lot of people go through a lot of shit that I don't go through because of my temperament. Like, I don't play those games. I don't play that fucking with me shit. Like, listen, treat me with respect and we good. Don't talk down to me, none of that goofy shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't play around with people like that. I don't have relationships with people. I treat shit a certain type of way with certain people. I don't, you know what I mean? Just because I'm cool with somebody else in the way we get along and shit like that doesn't mean that me and you gonna get along. That does not mean me and you gonna have that same relationship that I had with this other person. And I don't hide that shit. I make it very known.
To apologize publicly on several different occasions for his lack of support. Now it appears that Crews wants to make things right with those who took offense to his tweets back in 2020. So what do you guys think about Terry Crews' apology? Is it something we should accept, or is it damage already done? Let's talk about it more in the comments below. And stay up to date for more original news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel.
Listen, I don't accept this apology. Sorry to tell everybody, because I don't like when people give apologies and be like, you know, we I'm apologize to people that was offended. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not with that bullshit. Apologize to the people that you took your anger out or that you offended first before you do anything. You directed your shit at black people. Apologize to the black community first. That's just like me. I offend a race of people, but I say, hey, you know what? I apologize to anybody I offended. What? No, I apologize to the race of people that I offended. Like it's some I don't understand that. It's just some weird shit that people do that, and I don't understand. But it all to me it comes off as not being sincere or genuine or a cop out. You get what I'm saying? It's like a fucking cop out. If I just apologize to everybody or I feel like anybody was offended about what I said, I ain't got to actually apologize to the people that I actually offended or the person. Like that shit is bullshit, bro. I never understand people apologies like that. If I offended people, a certain race of people or a person, I'm apologizing to them first before I apologize to anybody else that I so-called maybe offended. It's just weirdo shit, man. I don't understand. I truly don't. I don't understand how people think like that. I truly don't, my people. I don't understand how people think like that. It's weird shit to me. But anyway, people, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. We got about another 25, 30 minutes left. I got this story and one more story after this, and we're going to go through this because this clip is not long. We'll be right back, people. Quick commercial break. People, we back from commercial break. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, people. Make sure you guys subscribe to OBF The Family channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to my new channel, Mr. OBF channel on YouTube. I got some content up there. Put some content on it probably tomorrow night and Friday. I got a lot of content, and it's Saturday. So Mother's Day coming up. Hope all the mothers have a blessed Mother's Day. I probably do a live stream on Mother's Day as well. You know what I mean? Just to show love to mothers. All out there that, you know, there's great moms out there. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into the story, people. This is about a school board member, a white school board member, a white female school board member that says some does and says some racist shit, and you wouldn't believe this shit unless you hear it.
The school board member is under fire tonight after a controversial social media post that put out severely inappropriate material to students and parents there in that district.
Cassie Arsenal joins us now. And Cassie, what exactly did this board member do? Paula, Darby Bodie linked a pornographic website to her social media post. She said it was an accident, but she doesn't regret it. The content of the post had nothing to do with that. In fact, she was largely airing her dissatisfaction on the school and its stance on critical race theory. Now the board is asking her to resign, but she tells me tonight.
Let me just say this to the stupid people. I don't like talking about this shit, but we have to. Listen, it's no such thing as critical race theory is being taught from elementary school to high school. Not even college. It's not. It's taught in law school. It just is what it is. So all the stupid people, listen, when anytime I hear these people talk about critical race theory, they don't want to talk about race in school. They don't want to talk about slavery. They don't want to talk about that. That's all that means. If you hear critical race theory, people bring up critical race theory about the people who are teaching critical race theory in school, elementary school, critical race theory in elementary school, middle school, or high school, they don't want to talk about slavery and race anymore. That's all. And believe it or not, they most likely are bigots or racists. Plain and simple. I'm not going to keep explaining myself about critical race theory. I'm not doing that. That's what it's about. That's all it's about. And most likely that's just what they are, a bunch of bigots and racists. That's all they are. There's no reason that white people, if you're not racist or anything like that, where like you don't want to talk about race, teach your kids about racism or talk about how to treat other people that look different or act differently or anything like that. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to give your kids that type of knowledge. You don't want the teachers to teach that. Then something is wrong with you. It ain't us, it's you. They just mad that these children was being taught not how to be racist, to be accepted to different people, different children that's different from them, look different from them. I was watching a story earlier where a kid, I think it was Texas, and there was some white kids, girls looked like, right? And they was sitting there just being as racist as they want on social media with no care in the world. And I'm thinking to myself, if you're going to do shit like that, then you shouldn't be in that school. They should be expelled. They talking about we got to look at the discipline, discipline. How we going to discipline them? Expel them. Because this is some shit that they're being taught from home. Most likely. And it's probably accepted in the school. So you're trying to pretend like, oh, we don't accept this. They learn it from somewhere. These kids are learning that shit from they're watching this shit being allowed in school, or it was allowed at home. It's one of the two places. This is where these kids go. Kids just don't all of a sudden be racist. They just don't. They're not born that way. They've been raised this way.
She has no intentions of doing that.
Do you think leading by example in that way that was appropriate?
Absolutely,
a lot of people would say
this is what
inappropriate.
people want. They don't want someone to play politics, and I'm not playing politics. I'm here to help protect the community and protect the children in the community, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I was elected to do, and many people support what I am doing.
But a room full of angry parents and staff think
and then mind you, she got caught putting up pornographic links or some shit like that on a web page or email, whatever, and sent that shit out. Listen, it could have been a mistake. But anytime I hear any of these white people talking about critical race theory, I'm automatically just thinking, you doing whatever you get caught of doing outside of, I just think that you did it on purpose. Because you was trying to prove a point about pornography. See, the problem is that if you make a mistake, you apologize for it. You just don't just be like, oh, well, I'm here. I'm not playing political games and all that other shit, blah, blah, blah. No, you listen, I apologize. It was an honest mistake. I apologize to the family. Like, you be apologetic. You don't double down on your shit. You don't act like you ain't do nothing wrong. That's why I believe that she did this shit on purpose. Let's move on, man.
Board member Darby Bodie did the opposite of protecting their children when she posted a porn website to her public Facebook page.
So then I clicked on it, and it indeed was a porn site. I was just blown away by it. Like, why is this on a school district page?
This exceptionally long post from Bodie is a passionate rant about critical race theory and lack of transparency in the schools. But then at the very bottom, a website that shocked parents.
We're ready for her to be held accountable for her actions.
Every single board member voted for Bodie to resign. While it's a strong statement, legally, they can't force Bodie to step down.
Absolutely not. I would never resign.
In a Facebook post, Bodie said the link was
let me just say this too. Right? It should be rules and shit like that for people for misconduct. It's like that if you work a 9-to-5 job. Why is it that you getting paid by the state, by taxpayer money? There is no rules of misconduct of why you can lose your goddamn job because you got voted in. So what? That's the problem with a lot of the systems that's in place now. No, listen. This is my big issue with America. We have systems in place where people are not being accountable for their actions. And so a lot of times what you put out there to children and to others, right, is that it's no consequences for your bad behavior. It's no consequences. The people voted me in. I don't give a damn if the people voted you in, but it's some people that you have misconduct with. Them same people that probably voted you in, like, what the fuck? And she's sending out pornographic shit? And then mind you, all the people that voted her in that ain't probably speaking up and saying this woman gots to go, it's the same people that sitting out here talking about they shouldn't be teaching sex education in school. It shouldn't be none of this sexual shit, this gay shit, all that shit. Critical race theory, all that shit. And if you ain't against critical race theory, then that means, or you ain't against talking about gay people and shit in schools, that mean that you are a predator and all of that shit. But you watching this woman making let's just say she made a mistake, but she's not even genuinely sorrow about the shit. She's acting like, all right, it's a mistake, whatever, let's move on. No, you made a big mistake. You put some pornographic shit out. And listen, people, I'm not saying it wasn't a mistake, but I'm just saying it's very rare that people send people pornographic shit through emails. Especially if you on a school board. What the fuck going on in your life that you don't know what the fuck you doing? And it could be, like I said, it could have been a mistake. But the way how she's carrying the situation is my issue. It's sad, man.
the link was a typo, but that she said it's, quote, representative of the disgusting material that is being put in front of our children, end quote.
Look at this attention that it's getting. Now people are...
Nobody's putting that. First of all, you saying that, what, for us to school? You put out a pornographic link, and you said some mistake, and then you say, well, this is what is our kids are being taught or seeing. Name me something that somebody, a teacher is sending. This type of shit that you're sending. What are you talking about? This is what I'm saying. These people like this are unbelievable. But it all started with Trump, where motherfuckers can say and do whatever they want, be hypocrites, lie, deceive people, fuck up, make mistakes, and they don't even apologize. They ain't genuine about it. Fuck it, it happened, so what? This is what the country is becoming. And then you wonder why the kids don't give a fuck. Why they a little fucked up. You got grown-ass adults acting like this woman. What are you talking about? This is what they teaching. No, they're not. Nobody's. Give me some motherfucking research or something like that where you have seen teachers, administrators, principals that have made mistakes, sent out pornographic shit links in emails. Show me that. Or other school board members. What are you talking about? Listen, people, I don't respect America, man. This is the hypocrisy and the bad behavior. I can't respect this shit. I can't respect this country. Look, we're going backwards. We're not going forward. We're going backwards. This woman does not even deserve. She's probably not even qualified to be on the school board. Just of the shit she's saying right now, she's not qualified. We dealing with a bunch of rescue rangers, nigga. Like, what the fuck is going on here? A bunch of weirdos want to go backwards. Like, what? Oh, this is what they teaching in school. This is the problem. That is not happening. Let's move on, man. It's just lies after lies. And first of all, she should be fired for lying. On school board people. On administrators in schools and school teachers and principals. She should be fired for that. She should be let go for that. For just lying on that. Oh, that's what's getting taught to our children. In school, the teachers are sending links and emails to the kids of pornographic shit that you did. Like you did. Are you... Let's move on.
Now people are going to see what I posted on my website. They're going to look at this and they're going to check their children's schools.
Just her inability to accept responsibility and say, like, hey, I messed up. It was a typo. I shouldn't have done that. For her to double down.
She's saying the parents is going to... That didn't go out to children. You sent that to parents. She's acting like this shit happens all the time. It does not. That's why I believe she did it on purpose. I don't believe that she made a mistake. She's doing it. She's telling you, hey, it's almost like it's a wake-up call. This is what's happening, with no proof. What up, man? Sometimes protests do happen. Listen, people, if I'm the parents, all right, you going there and she don't want to such and such, right? You go to the teachers and you tell the teachers and the kids, we boycotting. Ain't nobody going to school. What, they gonna lock everybody up for motherfucking kids ain't going to school? We not going to these. We not allowing this woman to be in control of the schools. She's wicked. People gotta take a stand, man. You cannot keep allowing these type of people to be in power and do this horrible shit that they're doing. Maybe cut back on some shit that you normally would do for fun and get you a motherfucking you know what I mean? Get a teacher some salary or something to come and open up somewhere and teach the kids to keep them, still learning. Like, the teachers should be taking a stand for this shit. The principals, the kids in the school, we boycotting this shit, man. That bitch got to go. She can't be there. She can't be making decisions about what we learning, what we teaching. Man, whatever, man. Listen, I told y'all, man. Some of this shit I don't deal with, but, just to know that people do deal with this shit, it's just ridiculous to me. This is so un-American. This is so not where we supposed to be right now. We in a real fucked up space right now in this country. And it's bad. And it look like it's just going to get even worse. Because us people, the good motherfucker, we won't wake up and fight. Enough of this shit. Allowing these disgusting human beings to be in power.
To double down on something like that is completely expected, but just as absurd as I knew it would be.
The school district has denied Bodie's accusations that Lakota includes pornographic material in its curriculum. They called her accusations absurd and false. Paul?
Right, and that's basically she lying. But the problem is they don't have consequences for people lying and making up shit. Listen, I bet you this. I bet you if she says something, I bet you if she committed some type of crime, I bet you her ass can get the fuck up out of there. But she's lying about what's being taught in schools. That ain't misconduct. Man, listen, man. It's no consequences for people to be lying, man. And then you're not just lying for it's just you. You're lying on institutions. You're lying on shit that doesn't exist. You're making up shit. Listen, people that lie and make up shit like this or lie like that, listen, people, they're not stable people. Something is wrong. Listen, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. I can't have you being in control of or having to vote on something when you're not a stable human being. Listen, everybody has an opinion. Everybody probably a little bit conspiracy theory a little bit. But facts is facts. You just can't make up facts. Man. I'm sorry, people. I'm so highly disturbed tonight. I'm disturbed by this shit. Like, you can't help but to be disturbed by this. Like, these people are horrible people. Anyway, people, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is the last thing on the agenda tonight to talk about. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the Disney employees on some bullshit. Not all of them, but some of these goofy ass people, man. This shit is ridiculous to me. We'll be right back, people.
Hey guys, it's Shay, member of OBF The Squad. I've been kicking it out here for over 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm straight up true to it. I believe in the intent, the mission of this channel, which is to uplift, to inspire, and to educate. Here at OBF, we talk about everything. We cover the latest and greatest. You're going to get our opinions. We definitely cover the facts. You're going to get it 100% raw, uncut, and straight up real. So come on over to OBF and come kick it with your girl. Holla!
I said, hey, yo, it's your boy Weezy, straight out there, L. Opinion but facts. Hottest show on the internet. We talk about everything from religion, politics, race. It doesn't matter. We're not running for any topic. So if you want to be in the building, come and join the discussion. Shout out to my boy Kenny from starting this platform. And I'm thankful just to be a part of it. So when you come in the building, keep it funky like gym shoes. So we keeps it popping like Orville Redenbach. How about that? And those are the facts. One time.
It's your man LT, member of OBF The Real. Subscribe to the channel where we talk about sports, politics, issues, race, whatever you like positive. Subscribe to my brother Kenny channel, Opinion But Facts, where we keep it real. OBF for life.
All right, people, we back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Mr. OBF, the channel, people. That's my new channel on YouTube, Mr. OBF YouTube channel. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, OBF the Family channel. Make sure you guys donate to the Cash App. Donate to the Cash App if you can for the channel, people. OBF The Real, that's what the name of the Cash App is. So we highly appreciate you guys donate to the channel. But anyway, let's get into this shit, man. This is the last thing we're gonna talk about tonight. This is Disney employees. This is that culture war bullshit, and it's all nonsense. It's just that dumbass shit that's going on down there in Florida with Ron DeSantis. He's costing them people down there billions of dollars, like costing the state billions of dollars. I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars. It's just dumbass shit going on, man. It's just goofy shit, man. All this over a culture war. All this is over. Just let's go back where white people are dominated. And if you don't believe in the ideology we believe in, then we gonna like. And they always talk about cancel culture. I think that's what the right is doing right now. You canceling people's voice. You canceling people or what they're saying. We're talking about private businesses here. Like, we're talking about private businesses. So it's cancel culture, people. Like, come on, man. It's all dumb shit, goofy shit. But let's get into this shit real quick.
Bullied by leftist activists, Disney decided to step out of its role as just a great family entertainment company that we all love, and into the role of a radical political advocate. And it's not just moms and dads, like you just heard from fighting back, but the employees of Disney as well. So we sent our own Raymond Arroyo down to Disney.
I'm going to say this once again. This is a public-owned business. And I'm going to say this to these Disney employees that work there. You don't like what's going on at their job, you can always leave. Nobody's keeping you there. Find another motherfucking job. To the parents that goes to Disney, you don't like what's going on there, don't go. don't go. See, I'm at a point right now. If I don't support something, I won't support it. I'm not spending my time or my money there or my energy. Okay? I ain't got to protest it. I'm protesting it, but I'm protesting of not allowing myself to deal with that shit. I don't eat at Wendy's. I don't eat at Taco Bell's because the owners support Donald Trump. So I need people to understand that. You can protest that shit on a personal tip where you don't have to spend your money, your time, and your energy. These people are ridiculous. You ain't got to be out Walt Disney protesting. Like, take your, don't go. You don't have to go there. It's not your taxpayer money. Paying for people that work at Disney or their product. Other than when you want to go take your money and spend there. You don't have to go there. Find another motherfucking place where, go build a white supremacy Disney. Go build the KKK. People don't understand that Disney was built off of some racist white people. I need people to know that. So all of a sudden now, and it's radical. Anyway, man, let's move on. They don't want to show black faces. They don't want to show gay people. They don't want to show no minorities. They just want to show white people all over again. We're going backwards, people. This is what they want. They want to go backwards. Let's go back to just showing white people. Then if we do bring the Negroes or the other colors, we're going to make fun of them for being the color skin that they are. Please. Whatever, man. And as much as you right-wing nut jobs, racist, homophobic pieces of shit, gay people here, as much as you want to ignore them and don't want to have them in society, they're here. You ain't getting rid of them like you ain't getting rid of black people. Okay? And other minority people. Get over it. Let's move to the future where we can all get along. But nah, y'all want to go backwards. So, hey, I'm with the shits. You with the shits? I'm with the shits.
Down in Disney, about 12 miles from here, to talk to some of the fed-up employees.
Do you believe that there's political bias or at least political pressure from within the company to conform to a certain ideal?
Absolutely. To be honest, at this point, I believe that company has been hijacked by the left, the liberal left. We are the silent majority. We go in and we are here to do our job. We do our job. We take care of the guests. We don't bring politics into the office. Disney made a...
First of all, that's a naive way to think about it. Listen, I say to myself all the time, I like to just go to work and do my fucking job and leave. People, that's a naive, that's a wishful thinking. Everything's have politics in it. Everything. It's politics in my job. You got brown noses, kiss asses and shit. Come on, man. There's a lot of politics go on with shit. Listen, and let me just say this. It's all about accepting others. They don't want to accept others because somehow it goes against their belief. Listen, these are the same people, if some racist shit was going on, they wouldn't say nothing. This is how I know that these people are full of shit. Listen, you acting like gay people don't exist. And people need to stop this shit. Stop acting like gay people don't exist. They human beings like the rest of us. They just got a different lifestyle. They want to be accepted. They want to be seen. Want to be heard. Nothing wrong with that. God damn it. We not in the back in the 1960s and 70s and 50s and 40s and shit. God damn, people want to, they want to, oh man, oh this shit. We just dealing with weirdos, man. We're amongst weirdo people. And it's so frustrating to me because all I see when I hear people talk a lot of times about these issues, they're talking like that we're in the past. They want to go backwards. And I keep saying, how is gay people hurting you? How is black people or other minorities want to be treated equally hurting you? How is that? Treated fairly, not to be disrespected. Treated the same. How is that hurting you? Man, people, it ain't nothing but a bunch of weak-ass people that believe in nonsense. So fucking frustrating, man. It's frustrating that you see these people out here protesting for nonsense that doesn't even affect them. They're choosing to somehow in their mind to allow this shit to affect them. They got this make-believe gay people affecting their lives, their kids' lives. Black minority people, they're affecting our lives. These are some weak-ass people, man. And like I said, they spend all this time out here protesting this nonsense shit and this real injustice shit that's going on in the country. They ain't focused on that. They not focused on that. They ain't protesting out there. They spend no. Why these motherfuckers ain't at work? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. As a matter of fact, why you ain't with your kids? Since you worrying about your motherfucking kids, why you ain't home? What are you protesting, bitch?
Disney made an even bigger mistake in not listening to us. We support the bill because we're parents, we're grandparents, and we want to protect our children. Employees everywhere, people who have retired.
Right. You saying Disney is being political, but you are too. You support a bill. That's political, you ignorant bastard. I told you how dumb they are. I told you how racist and how these racist and homophobic people are. They're dumb. They're not that bright like you think they are. You saying that Disney's being political, but you say, oh, we like the bill that discriminate against gay folks. But that's not political. You not being political either. You just said that you was being political. They disagree with the bill. You like the bill. Okay. You got what you wanted. So what? What are you beefing about? You understand how stupid this is? You got the bill passed. Your business say, hey, you know, the bill that he agreed with, your business say, we don't agree with that bill. A private-owned business that you work for. If you want to go somewhere where you accept it for this bill and your ideology, go work for Ron DeSantis, bitch. Don't work for Disney. Find another company to work at. It's an easy solution to this shit. But you out running your fucking mouth so you're trying to push your ideology on the company and saying, well, you got to look at what I'm talking about. Listen, this is why I tell you that we need to split the country. And we need to understand this. This is why it's dangerous for these racists and these bigots to be working amongst us. They're amongst us every day. Y'all just don't realize it. And as time go on and on, you seeing them being more emboldened. They're putting themselves out there. They don't give a fuck about losing a job. And then they get mad when they lose the job because of their behavior and the shit that comes out of their mouth. They want to sue now. They want to fight to get their job back. For what? Why you want to work for a company that don't accept your behavior? Accept your ideology. Whatever, let's move on. Go work at a Klan bar, nigga. I don't give a fuck. A KKK bar or something, nigga. Fuck out of here, man.
Retired, people who can't wait to retire, people who work in the company right now, in California, here in Orlando, all over, from every segment of the company, they have reached out to me and say, thank you, what's going on in the company is not right, and thank you for being a voice for us. Yeah. We need new leadership.
You know what the bad part about it is? Disney ain't fired this goofy motherfucker because he have a different perspective on this shit, on the bill. He liked the bill. Disney ain't firing him. What are you mad about? You still have your train of thought. You still have, what you believe in. And if you don't believe in, like, the shit that's going on at Disney, go and find another place to work at. Excuse me. Listen, that's why I tell people, listen, my tolerance for people bullshit is very, very low. I don't have tolerance for shit like that. But me, myself, I understand certain shit is just a business where I work at. I try not to get caught up in the politics. I try not to be a part of that shit. I'm hoping and praying that I got like at least another year, maybe another year and a half, to stop working where I work. It's not that I don't like my job. I like what I do, right? It's the politics. I don't like this shit. I don't like the brown nose and the kiss assing and the deceiving shit and not giving a fuck about the employees. The motherfuckers that's, up top. You know what I mean? The politics that be played. I don't like that shit. But I like what I do. But motherfuckers, I told you, people make jobs harder than what they really are. On real talk, people make jobs harder. They make people don't like jobs. They make people don't like what they do. Because people get in these powerful positions and they start power tripping. And that's what I see a lot of the times. And I don't like that shit. So like I said, God willing, I'll last another year or two and I'm retired. I'm out. I'm done. Done with the shit. Go live my best life. Spend some more time with my fucking family and spend more time with my daughter. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for this shit. I don't like playing stupid games with people, man. Anyway.
CEO, Bob Chapek, he's supposed to be leading the company, not following the woke mob, right? And he's the CEO. As a CEO, he has fiduciary duty to the stockholders of this company. That means he has to protect their investment, protect their money. And instead, what did he do? He protect the feelings of a few small minority workers at the Walt Disney Company.
First of all, that's not true. And how do you know that? What documents, what information you got to know that that's what he's doing? Believe it or not, though, people, these type of people, they're not. It's not a lot of them. It's enough of them. It's not a lot of them, but it's enough of them. In positions or positions of power, that where this is why they're comfortable coming out talking this nonsense shit. But see, this is what happens when, and I mean this shit, I blame 60 to 70% of Democrat politicians. I blame them for this, or why we here right now. Because see, this is what happened when you take for granted of the people, and you lie to them, and you don't hold up. You don't do what you say you was going to do for the people. I blame the Democrats for this shit. As much as how fucked up the Republican Party is right now, listen, I give them about 40%, or I blame them for 40% of this shit. But the other 70%, I listen. I mean 30. I'm sorry. Is it 30%? But I blame 30% to the Republicans, 70% to the Democrat Party. Because listen, this is what happened when you lie to the people. This is what happens. And all the Republicans are doing is playing on these people's fears and disappointment and all the other shit that goes along with this shit. And this is why a lot of this goofy shit is happening. I blame Democrats, and they still ain't doing shit. Biden and them Democrats ain't doing nothing, bro. They are just sitting around allowing it. But like I said, I told y'all, the Democrats may not win for a while. Because listen, as a black person in this country, listen, man. I don't see why black people would even vote for Democrats. We gotta really do our homework. Listen, they fucked up. Listen, I told y'all this was gonna happen, but I was 90% sure that this shit was gonna happen. The other 10% was just like almost not like being naive, but almost like giving a chance, hoping that they wouldn't do this, right? Or not doing nothing, right? Playing the same old dumbass playbook, right? Listen, the Democrats is in a rude awakening when it comes to the black vote. You will see more and more people don't vote. Black people. I can't speak for other races of people. But the Democrats, y'all got a rude awakening that was getting ready to happen in these next 3-4 years. You think we're going to continue to sit here and support you, then you ain't doing shit? That's what you think? Yeah, all right. Okay. It looked like y'all get ready to get destroyed in the midterms. And as far as a president, we'll talk about that next year. I tried to warn them. I told this will be the last. If they don't do nothing for the black community like they supposed to, or do shit, the Build Back Better to help everybody. You ain't do nothing. Okay. No George Floyd. Okay. All right. Okay. Got a rude awakening coming. Listen, people. Listen. They running them up. They running them up here. The Republicans running them up because they know how weak and stupid the Democrat Party is, and they know that the Democrat Party lies to their voters. The difference is that the Democrats is not very they're not very open of their lies. They lie, but then they try to cover up the lie. They try to pretend that they didn't lie. The Republicans lie and stand on a lie. Well, not stand on it, but they continue to lie on a lie. You understand what I'm saying? They embolden the lie. Because they play on people's fear. Listen, the Republicans got their own little thing right now. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, there's a difference right now. The Democrats get ready to get fucked over, man. The country get ready to be fucked up again. And I'm telling you, remember people kept talking about a civil war happening? Listen, people, a lot of people going to lose their lives in the next couple of years. Off of racism. I'm telling y'all that now. It's going to be some fucked up. If the Republicans take back the Senate and the House, oh shit get ready to go down here. Shit get ready to go back down. I mean, it's get ready to you know, when Trump was in that bitch, oh, man. Okay. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
Jose Castillo is only one of 77,000 Disney employees at this park, and 2,000 more are coming from the West Coast. In fact, Florida incentivized the move by giving Disney $570 million in tax cuts over the next 20 years. Well, now, longtime employees are making their voices heard.
And a lot of it in the past 2 years has been heavy against things to say, not to say, don't hurt people's feelings, that, you know, don't say he, she, ladies, gentlemen, you know, just very, like, you know, basically we have to be in fear of what we say.
No, it's not. That's a lie. Listen to me. Let me just say this. Everybody has to watch what they say when they at work. I don't know why people got their panties in a bunch. You just can't go to work like how I'm speaking to y'all. I can't go to work and speak like that to other people. I'm very raw. Listen, people, I'm very raw. But the thing is, I know how to speak. I understand the situations that I'm in. I understand, like, I'm not performing or nothing like that, but I understand there's certain words I got to use and certain words I can't. You work for somebody. You work for a business. You think that you just should be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say? What the fuck are you talking about? But this is to let me know that these people is most likely a bigots and racist. I'm telling you. Homophobic type people. They think they just say whatever the fuck they want. He, her, his, her. Listen, no lie to you, the left wing do go to a little extreme with this shit. Like with the gay people. Listen, I'm calling you what I see you as. And I know you as. Listen, if you're a transgender, and I mean this shit, real talk. If you are a transgender, I will call you a woman when you finally fully turn over to being a woman. Cut the dick off, get your pussy, whatever. That's the only way I'm doing that. And that goes for a man too. That transition, a woman that transitioned over to being a man. Come on, man. I am not calling no gay person that they ain't got their shit cut off. They still a woman. They still a dude. And I got to call them a she. No, I'm not doing that. The fuck out of here. So yes, some of that shit goes way too far, but that's nothing that can get you fired. I'm not calling no motherfucking transgender a male trying to transition over to a woman and he ain't fully developed. Like he ain't fully went through everything he went through and I'm supposed to call him a she? No. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. You gonna prove to me that you really want to be a woman. That's my opinion. Some people still probably won't do it. But anyway, there's certain shit that the left go way too far with. But listen, to respect other people or who they are and they transition and want to be whatever, you still have to have respect for people. Ain't nobody's out here saying fuck religious people. Fuck your religion. Ain't nobody saying that. Do you be religious? Don't keep that shit to yourself. Like, I don't mind having conversations with religious people about religion. But I'm not going to sit there and pretend that they're, that it ain't no bad religious people out here, or, it's nothing to criticize about it. But I still got to respect it, even if I disagree with it. I got to watch how I talk to them. I got to watch how I speak to religious people. You just can't be disrespectful to somebody that's religious.
We see now.
The letter that went out to the Disney management asking for political neutrality. These people said they don't feel welcome in the company anymore. In fact, they felt estranged from it. Is that how you feel?
Absolutely, that was how I felt. Wanting to just come to work, put our heads down, and do the work, create the magic, and everything like that. It became increasingly harder to do.
I am deeply saddened.
You gotta explain that. What is deeply hard? Like, I just want to come down and put my head down. Shit changes. The world changes. People need to be accepted, so they may want to put some gay characters in there. What the fuck is the problem, bro? Listen, anything that's gay is always going to be a little uncomfortable because we was, how some people being raised. Everything's difficult. Everything's is a struggle. Everything is a kind of, you're going to have a problem with certain shit. It just is what it is. But the problem is if the people don't want to understand it, they don't want to listen to the situation, try to not comprehend certain things. People got this thing that's like, okay, well, they're telling me I got to do this. It's a way you can work around it and still feel like you still have integrity. And like I said, gay people don't offend me or hurt me because they gay. It doesn't fuck my life up. It doesn't hurt anything in my life. It just don't. Listen. I work with gay people all the time, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. Nobody gives a fuck, man. Like, people need to stop caring about shit that doesn't affect their life. It doesn't. This shit does not affect your life. You go to work, go do your motherfucking job. All right, they threw some new shit in. It's a private-owned company. They get to do whatever the fuck they want. It's not like you see some racist shit. If you, talk to me when you see some racist shit happening at your job. If you ain't seeing no racist shit or people being discriminated against, which you are most likely trying to do or being, until then, shut the fuck up. That private-owned business, Disney can do whatever the fuck they want as far as, not wanting to discriminate against people and wanting to make people feel more inclusive. They have the right to do that. What they don't have the right to do is show bigotry and hateful shit that's most likely into these type of people how they are. You know what's so weird about this shit? It's almost like they acting like it ain't no gay doctors. It's no gay executives. It's no gay athletes. It's no gay nothing. Gay people is around. They in every industry. Just like black people are there. Like white people, you are there. Like, what are you doing? Heterosexual people, we in every entity. What are you talking about? Everybody's in every profession. What are you talking about? It's gay plumbers, it's black plumbers, Latino plumbers, white plumbers. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? It's gay people in school, black people in school. What is wrong with y'all? I truly, honestly don't get the behavior of these people. The thought process. Like how they so close-minded. And you know what's so crazy about it is that they have more sympathy for racism and homophobic shit than they have for inclusion. And then they lie, oh, I'm not homophobic. I just don't want them to be what we're doing. What? I don't want them to be a part of what we're doing. What? You don't want them to work a 9-to-5 job and have a say? You know what's crazy about it? They'll say, well, we just all want everybody to be treated equally. Well, let me just say this. Nobody can get treated equally if you don't understand other people's experience. Because what you may not be offended by, other people may be. It's just a fact. It's a certain way that you gotta conduct yourself around gay people or black people or Mexican people or white people. It's just a certain way you gotta do certain shit. Yes, we all human beings, but we live in America. Stop trying to pretend that we don't have different cultures the way you it's a certain shit that you just can't say or do to people. And everybody's not the same. It's just this weird shit that's going on in America. Everybody, we all supposed to be patriots. Patriots, what is your definition of patriots? Being a patriot is that everybody got to believe in what you believe in. That's not a patriot. That's not being American. What are you talking about? You talking about the old America? Well, if you're talking about, just say the old America. Just be honest. Stand on it. Stop trying to pretend that you care about other people when you don't. It's just weirdo shit. I just don't understand why. Stand on your shit. You don't want people to have certain rights that you have. If they don't believe in what you believe in, be honest about it. Because I'm honest about racist people and bigots and homophobic people. I'm very honest about it. I believe you motherfuckers don't deserve to be around us. You should not be working amongst the people. Go be a Klan member. Go, whatever the fuck. Create your own little racist business. I don't give a fuck. But you shouldn't be working amongst us. You shouldn't be in no type of power over us. I stand on that. I don't got time for hate. I'm not going to sit there and pretend hate is okay. You ain't different because you're a racist. It's nothing different about you. You just hateful. You're just a fucking racist. You got hate in your heart. And there ain't nothing that I can help you deal with. That's on you. You got a disease. That's how I look at racist people and bigots and homophobic people. You got a fucking disease that you need to deal with. Like if somebody had a drug addiction or alcohol addiction. That's how I look at these people. I can't help you. That's why I said I can't help you unless you want to be helped.
By what Disney has chosen to take their stand on politically and with just their money in general, and where I've really seen the company gone such a drastic change from how I started at the company to where we are now. I mean, you can clearly see the magic is gone.
They've made it very clear that conservative Christian voices have no place visiting their parks or working at their parks.
And they shouldn't. And they shouldn't. Christian values is a religion. That's some shit that you want to believe in. It's a choice that you make. You're talking about people being black or some gay people. That's how they feel. That's what they want. Yes, it's a choice, but that's how they feel. But they shouldn't be discriminated against. Ain't nobody that's religious is being discriminated against in any company. And like I said, if your religion is to discriminate against others because they're different, of course your religion don't deserve to be heard in that company. You're talking about gay people making if you want to say a choice that they want to be gay. They're not trying to discriminate against you because you're religious. They're not saying they don't want you involved. Your religion is doing that. What the fuck are you talking about? I told you, they ain't that bright. These people are not that bright. What are you talking about? Oh, we're not accepted because we're nobody talking about your religion. Nobody saying that you can't be religious. Nobody said, oh, we got to get rid of this person because they're religious. But what they won't accept is you discriminated against people because of your religion. Name me because gay people want to be included, that somehow that their beliefs or what they believe in or how they feel is discriminating against you. I'll wait. It has never been that. Even when it comes to Black Lives Matter, anything like that, has nothing to discriminate against you. You just making that shit up because some fact you have this white privilege a lot of times, some of these white folks. Or they fucked up religion. Their religion been running the country for so fucking long and for generation after generation after generation. It's not just even an American thing. Your religion's supposed to outdo the country because of your beliefs. And when your beliefs discriminate against other people because they don't believe in what your ideology and your religion is, that's okay to you. It's okay to discriminate against those people because they're not living. Who told you that your God was better than all these other people that was different from you? See, the problem is these people, these cult-like mentality people, they only look in the Bible, that the same Bible that they're looking into is only, they're picking and choosing certain shit, right, to discriminate against people and to believe in. And at the same time, they trying to tell us that this Bible hasn't been tampered with. Through thousands of years. That's what they trying to tell us. Bullshit. And we know it because we look at the world, the history of the world. We know this shit been tampered with. Nobody gives a fuck about you being religious. Nobody cares. Nobody's discriminating against you because you're a Christian or you religious. Nobody's doing that. You're mad because nobody's accepting your bigotry, your hate, your racism when you use religion as that to defend your bigotry, your racist, your homophobic shit, your discrimination. That's what you're mad at, because there ain't nobody against your religion. You believe what the fuck you want to believe. But when your religion starts to discriminate against others, then it's a fucking problem. So your religion to me don't matter. Your religion is part of the problem. So of course we don't give a fuck about your religion. If your religion is doing what I just said. Or your ideology or whatever the fuck you may think. If your shit is to discriminate against other people because they different from you, then yes, we don't accept that. We all human beings here. Nobody's the same. We're not talking about rapists and murderers here. We're talking about people that just want to be gay and want to be treated equally and treated fairly. And black folks and whatever, whoever. That's it. Nobody's sitting here like trying to we're not talking about people that commit crimes. You're trying to make laws for people to be gay or being black or whatever it may be. Like that's against the law. You want to go back to the olden days. That's all you saying. That's all I hear. Because I'm a very bright, intelligent person. I understand exactly what the fuck you're trying to say and trying to do. Don't try to act like it's us. It's y'all. It's people like you. Me being black don't affect you. Me trying to be treated equally just like you don't affect you. Me not getting my ass whipped and being racially profiled or murdered, or my children or other black people that look like me, doesn't affect your fucking life. You piece of shit. And it goes the same thing with gay folks and other minority people. That don't affect your life. You're choosing to allow that. You're making that up. I'm going to go against my principles and my... Nigga, listen, to religious people, I'm going to tell y'all this again. Because I know y'all like to use religion and God. I'm going to tell you motherfucking white supremacists this. And you hateful pieces of shit that you are. You homophobic pieces of shit. It's no law that affects you from being religious. The problem is you're mad because you cannot use your religion to discriminate against others. That's what you're mad at. We're not trying to use being black and fighting for black issues that we have the goddamn right to do because we've been mistreated the whole time we've been here. As far as our ancestors. Doesn't hurt you. And you know that. Just like gay people. It does not hurt you. Or other minorities. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't affect your life like that. You choose to make up shit in your head like it's affecting you. It's not. So stop the nonsense. Stop the bullshit. Oh, they're trying to get out. Listen, you want to raise your kids to be a racist. Well, take them out of school or send them to a racist school. Homeschool them and teach them all the racism that they need to know, that you want to let them know about how racist you want to be or how racist you want them to be. That's your choice. That is your choice. You don't get to dictate that everybody got to believe in your racism, your bigotry, and your hate, and your fucked up ass ideology. Your ideology discriminates against people. My ideology and others' ideology that give a fuck about all people and inclusion of other people, allow other people to be free and be what they're doing and being who they want to be, does not affect you. It doesn't. And you know that. And it doesn't discriminate against you. So stop playing these dumbass games like this is really affecting you. It's not. You're choosing to make up shit to say that this shit is affecting you. You're making up shit. I told you, I'm not doing this shit with these stupid people this year. I'm not doing this with them. It's a waste of energy. And like I told you, I wish you would. I don't condone violence, but I'm telling you, you fuck with me or mine, while I see you fucking with people, it's on when I see you. Nobody playing with y'all, man. Civil war, bitch. Come on, man. Please stop. That's why, listen, the reason I tell people when they pass the bill for critical race theory in these states, what are y'all worrying about it for? It's not being taught. But the problem was that now they're trying to say, oh, well, we can't talk about race in schools. We can't talk about none of that. Kids are fucking more than they've been fucking back in the day. They're having more sex now than they was having back in the day when we was all growing up, before my generation. Right? Now, you don't want to talk about sex education. Want to take sex education out of it. Okay. So I want to see all the parents that want to talk to their kids about sex. It takes a village to raise kids. These motherfuckers want to get back to teaching their kids about hate and discrimination. That's all this is about. And like I said, you cannot raise kids without a village. And what we're doing to children by hiding the truth and not raising these kids with a village of information, you're not helping these children. You're actually making them worse. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. And as much as you think that you can hide this shit from kids, don't teach this in kids, don't say this in the schools. They're going to learn it outside. So you're right for them to get the shit on social media where people are putting out bad information to some people that actually maybe knowledgeable and qualified to talk about these things. Are you serious? That's what you want? Well, that's what you'll get. I'm not mad that people want to take more, have more influence over their kids and what they've been taught and shit like that. But like I said, listen, how your kid behave a lot of the times in these schools and outside settings outside of your house it comes from you. What you're teaching them or what you're not teaching them. If you're there or you're not there. It comes from you. That's why I told my wife, I said, having my kid, the shit fell in the way it did, it was God willing, because I didn't want to have a kid that we both work and we not here. Look at me. I'm hardly here at the house. My wife is here. She teaching her. Somebody got to be the fuck here to protect her when I'm not there. And we sit here and we playing these stupid ass games. What up, people? I'm out, man. I'm out, people. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to the channel. Matter of fact, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Shay, member of OBF The Squad. I've been kicking it out here for over 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm straight up true to it. I believe in the intent. the mission of this channel, which is to uplift, to inspire, and to educate. Here at OBF, we talk about everything. We cover the latest and greatest. You're going to get our opinions. We definitely cover the facts. You're going to get it 100% raw, uncut, and straight up real. So come on over to OBF and come kick it with your girl. Holla!
I said, hey, yo, it's your boy Weezy, straight out there, L. Opinion but facts. Hottest show on the internet. We talk about everything from religion, politics, race. It doesn't matter. We're not running for any topic. So if you want to be in the building, come and join the discussion. Shout out to my boy Kenny from starting this platform. And I'm thankful just to be a part of it. So when you come in the building, keep it funky like gym shoes. So we keeps it popping like Orville Redenbach. How about that? And those are the facts. One time.
This your man LT, member of OBF The Real. Subscribe to the channel where we talk about sports, politics, issues raised, whatever you like positive. Subscribe to my brother Kenny channel, Opinion But Facts, where we keep it real. OBF for life.
All right, people, we back from commercial break. We're going to get up out of here, people. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys do all that. Share the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel, OBF The Family. Make sure you guys subscribe to my new channel, Mr. OBF. I will be putting out new content hopefully tomorrow. If not, I will put it out there Friday and Saturday. If you can, people, make sure you guys donate to the channel. Go to the Cash App. The Cash App is OBF The Real, and we highly appreciate anything you donate to the channel. We highly appreciate it. Love y'all, man. Like, appreciate everybody rocking with the channel. We rebuilding and we doing some shit. You know, the channel Opinion But Facts fell off, but we back doing some shit on Mr. OBF, and I'm doing shit on here on OBF The Family. We coming back, people, slowly but surely. We taking our time like we did before. Shit is a little different now because simple fact that we in a different space, but we coming back slowly but surely. You'll start seeing the OBF members. You start seeing shows and shit like that on Mr. OBF The Family. I put way more content on Mr. OBF, so we be rocking soon, people. Leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.